Every month you feel like you're not doing enough, and one new course will help you, a new material, a new test series. And that is something that students have come or do all the time. This is something that I have seen repeatedly. So today's video is very important because this will save you months, if not years, in preparation. And because if you're buying another UPSC course, any material, just listen to what I'm trying to say. I'm Pramod Singh. I'm going to help you do this, follow the process. I'm a system person. I'll help you develop a system so that you can preparation moves in the right way. Identify the gap area. I'm a mindset maker, and of course, as a mentor, my objective is that you should be able to clear exam in a shorter span of time and bring in speed and clarity in your journey. So, before you buy UPSC course, I want to ask you one thing. There are 4 questions I have, and I want you to think on those questions before you want to purchase one new material, one new test series, or one more course. Because many times students spend a lot of money on one course and second course and third course and fourth course, and then suddenly it piles up. If they have completed their GS foundation, they feel that okay, I should join a test series. Fine. You join a test series, but if your answer writing is not ready, that will not work. Because you can use test series only if you have written at least 200 to 250 answers. Because in test series, you'll check your speed in a matter of maybe 1 hour, 1.5 hour. Minimum test series question can be offered is 1 hour. So you need a practice before you can actually do the real practice. So that will save you. And people, when they give the test, they are demotivated, and then they feel the challenge. So that is where it is very important that in the last session I discuss about the resource audit, and this will help you in the decision making filter. If you want to go ahead, buy the course. I'm not against that. But my question is that can we make whatever you're doing more efficient? That's the key part. So a message I get every single week: sir, should I buy this material? Should this new book has come? Should I follow this course? Okay, because few days ago, one of the students who could not clear prelims and he wanted a test series, and his answer writing is not ready and he wanted to join a test series. I said, test series is okay, but are you ready with your answers? If your basics are right, can you communicate? Because first do practice and then probably test series will be more meaningful. Okay, a pattern, a purchase feels like an action and it feels like a progress. You take a plan one day and you like, now I'll do this. Few days you are like pumped up and you just are very motivated, and after 2 days it feels like a burden because things are not working. Suddenly you hit a wall. Okay, most of the time the course isn't the problem. The problem is it's not even the solution. And the problem is that you tend to overdo things. And that is where these are 4 questions that I'm going to ask you. Take out a pen and paper and write these questions because they will help you a lot. That is my promise. The first question is, this new source, new material, new course, what gap it is going to fill? Can you fill this gap with your current affairs? Can you fill this gap with your current sources? If it's meaningfully asking or adding something value to your preparation, okay, name it. Okay, just because it is new in the material, new in the market, new material, because market will innovate, find new ways of reaching out to you, and that's fine, completely fine. But you have to use your own common sense and judgment. Because today in the era of UPS, era of information, everything is available. AI can help you at new level. You just need to know how to use the context. If someone is actually helping you to put things at one place, you might go ahead with that. Nothing wrong in that. But what if that is not the solution? The second is, have I exhausted what I already have? Have you read basic NCRTs? Are you thorough with your basic sources? Do you have access to PYQs? Okay. Ask these things. The resource that I have, am I comfortable? And is the new resource or new course or new material that I'm following, is it the extension of that or not? Because if it's another source working for finding the solution to the same problem, then probably is not the right source. Because you want one more course, one more material, and things are not working for you. And also you need to understand whether it will solve your problem, your pain point. That is something that you have to ask yourself. The next is this a content problem or is it a discipline problem? If I feel I'm not able to study economy, so let's bring a new book. The new version has come, the new update material has come, I'll follow it. And your old economy book, you have not revised, you have not studied, and you have not solved questions. Do you think that new book is going to solve the problem? Answer is no. Because many a times preparation is not a content gap. It is, maybe it is you don't have a system in place, a revision system, weekly planning, how to study. You don't have a roadmap or bandwidth. Maybe you don't know where the problem lies. Maybe you are just too much confused. Every source, every material looks like a new solution, and that is not. Okay. And the next comes, what's my exit plan if I don't finish it? I start a new book, I start a new material. I've speak though. Somebody said that okay, NCRT is a basic. Follow this. It has NCRT also. You start doing that, and suddenly you feel it's not working. One basic question that you should ask: anything that I study in for the UPSC examination, I should be able to follow it at least. Can I revise it 4 times, 5 times, 6 times before the mains exam? Can I solve the same MCQ 3 times, 4 times before the exam? Can I do the revision of the same material that I have made multiple times? Then only I'll be able to write meaningfully in the UPSC mains, or I'll be able to solve questions which are very applied and in depth. UPSC is not asking surface level question. They're asking deep, shallow question. Even the factual part is very deep. Minute things are being asked. So many a times you need to ask these questions, because if you go deep in whatever you're doing, probably that is the real solution. So what is my exit plan? Answer it before money changes hand, not after. What if I'm not able to follow it? These are 4 questions I want to ask yourself, and deep down, take a step back whenever you want to purchase a new material. My community members, you already have access to me, you can ask me, and I'll give a very wise advice, because I want you to clear the prelims, clear the mains, and get selected early as possible, preferably in the next attempt. That is the key. For me, content is available, easily available, freely available. Government sources are there, the PYQs are there, yes, 1 or 2 test series, yes, later on you might have to write practice test series and all. That's a different thing. That can be taken just to bring discipline. But finding another course, I think that you need more a system and process which will find the solution. So that is the key question that I want you to understand. Every purchase feels like action. It feels like, okay, I have taken action. I know the results are going to come. But ask yourself, if you feel that a source that you're reading is not usable, you're not able to understand, and new source is needed, then go ahead. Nothing wrong in that. So buying to feel better relieves. You buy it today, and today you feel very good. And you look at the new book and you turn around the pages and you feel good. There is a sense of accomplishment. And then after a few days, you hit a wall. You do 2 chapters, 1 chapter, and suddenly you feel like, oh, this is okay, but it's too much. Can I do it? And then you look also at the old book and okay, I started that, I could not finish that. Okay. The real gap is not the material, the content, the book. The real gap is your system, your process, your discipline, your lack of clarity, what is you need and what you don't need. Seek clarity first, and then action should be later. And that is a key part. So buying might always feel better, but take a step back, ask yourself, avoid that FOMO, and reduce the overwhelm in the preparation. Every purchase has a name, specific reason. Ask yourself, what is the reason? Every purchase. The second is, what you own gets used, not just owned. If I am owning it, purchasing it, can I use it? Money and time, where the actual gap is. Is it money or is it time? Because for me, time is very crucial. If you're delaying a decision just because money decision, just because time is not, I mean, believe me, it will come back. So before you purchase a new material, buy your next purchase, write down the answer to all 4 questions. And if you can't answer 2, avoid that. That is my solution. If you can't answer 2, don't buy it yet. Take your time, because this 5-minute filter will actually help you months of effort. I'm Pramod Singh. I'm going to help you in this process and journey. And I have a session every Tuesday and Friday. The next session would be of 9-10 minutes, 90 days success blueprint. And follow this if you want to know exactly. Okay. So thank you very much. Do follow it and comment on in the link whatever your challenges are and what are your concerns. I'm going to read them and I'm going to answer them. And if you want, you can join our community, be part of that community, and take your learnings to the next level. Take care. Bye.